All right, thanks, Corey. We're joined by Remmenga live in the studio this afternoon, and we're talking a little bit about probate. And what is probate, first of all, and why are people so afraid of it?
Well, there was a scare about 5-10 years ago where everybody said you need a living trust to avoid probate. But nobody ever said why probate was bad. It was just this big outcry that said we need to avoid probate. All probate really is the process that when somebody dies, another person is appointed to collect all the assets. That's typically the personal representative. They collect all the assets and report to the court, here's a list of all the assets. The court then has, anybody that has access to the court, which is everybody, has the right to then look at that list and say, I don't agree that's the list of all the assets. Or some of those assets aren't part of this probate. Then after the list is with the court, the personal representative then distributes all those assets in accordance with the will or in accordance with the statute if there is no will. Once again, there's a process where somebody can object to that distribution. If no one objects, the court then stamps it and says, I approve that you have distributed the assets, and probate is over. That's really all probate is. Collect the assets, account for the assets, distribute the assets, and give somebody an opportunity to object if they don't like it.
So why does it get so messy from time to time then?
Well, a lot of that mess is because either the will isn't clear on where things should go, or people are disputing about whether they agree with the distribution and the will is a little bit fuzzy, so they don't agree with how it's worded. They think they deserve more. They think that they should have been included in the will. Those types of issues, but the real probate is collect, account for, and distribute with an opportunity for people to object.
All right, well, thanks so much, Greg. Some pretty important information right there. If you have any questions for Greg, I encourage you to give him a call at the number on your screen and stick around. I've got my full weather forecast coming up.
If you want Greg to answer one of your legal questions, visit KREXTV.com, click on Live in the Studio, and submit your question on the right side of the screen. Watch Greg's segment every Wednesday on News Channel 5 at noon.